And use if you want to use a towel or a block or anything, then you can. And obviously, if it's not comfortable to sit in this cross-leg position, then just draw the legs in front and just sit however you feel like. But if you need to use a block or something, then do that. And we're just going to start with the hands, just palms down towards your legs as well. And you can either close your eyes or you can just lower your gaze down if that suits you better, or a little bit of both. And start to just notice your breath first of all. Maybe draw the shoulders down your back and try and get length in your spine. Just drawing attention to your breath, which is sometimes enough to deepen the breath. But if you need to deepen it a little bit more, then just do that. But trying to breathe just in and out through your nose. And then as your breath starts to smooth out, just noticing your body, so just how it feels. So just noticing your sit bones on the ground. Notice your legs, so try and allow the knees to drop down a little bit more. And try and drop the shoulders away from your ears. And maybe you notice any areas that you're kind of gripping onto still, and try and allow them to relax a little bit more. As you start to lose that grip, just noticing how you feel this morning. Just allowing the thoughts that you're having just to come and go. So this week's practice, we're going to do a Yang Yin practice. So basically the Yang Yin principle comes from ancient Chinese scriptures, where everything is composed of kind of a duality, so light and dark, male and female, and that's kind of where we're coming from today. So the Yang aspects of the classes are quite kind of energetic movements, upward rising, whereas the Yin elements are more grounding and are more towards the earth, really. So when you're ready, you can either keep your eyes closed now, or you can just keep them or open them if you'd like. But we're going to do a little breathing practice. So the first half of this is called Samavriti. And Samavriti is really just where you have an evenness of breath. So we're just counting the breath. So maybe inhaling for a count of 4 and exhaling for a count of 4. And you can start with that. If you feel that you want to increase that to 5 or 6, then just do that. But just trying to keep the breath smooth and even. And just finding a pattern which works for you. And then this morning we're going to do a Vishami breath, which is where we increase the inhale, but we keep the exhale the same. So whatever your exhale is, so whether it's a count of 4, a count of 5 or 6, you're going to inhale for 4 first of all, and then exhale for whatever your count is. And then we're going to increase the inhale. So when you're ready, just increasing it. So counting 1 more, so maybe to 5. And then still exhaling for 4. And if that feels okay, then start to increase the count of the inhale to 6. But still exhaling for 4. And then maybe start to increase the inhale to 7. And exhaling for 4. So the inhale part of our breath is the yang aspect, and the exhale is more passive, so it's the yin part of our breath. And don't let it become ragged or forced, but if you can, increase your inhale to 8 and still keep the exhale at 4. And then we'll start to lower back down again. So maybe reducing your inhale to 6 and the exhale to 4. And then just still working that down. So you could go to 5 if you'd like. And then when you get back to that even more even breath of 4 and 4, you can start to open your eyes. So keeping that even breath now, so in and out through your nose, we'll start to move a little bit. So first of all, you can either keep your hands on your legs, but sometimes that kind of creates a bit of tension in your shoulders. So maybe releasing the hands down by your sides. And then just as you inhale, we're just going to lower your chin towards your chest a little bit. So just stretching through the back of your neck. And then as you exhale, just lift the chin back up again. So we'll do that again. So inhale, just slowly lowering the chin down. And on the exhale, lift it back up. And we'll do that one more time. So just slowly lowering down. Just keeping that length through the crown of your head. We'll take your hands now just slightly onto your shoulders, and we're just going to circle the elbows round. So just taking a little circling motion with the elbows. And keep the breath just even as you do that. And then we'll change and we'll go the other way. When you're ready, we'll bring the elbows back up. So we're going to do a little rotation now. So starting off just on your inhale, just rotate round towards the right. On the exhale, back into the center, and then we'll go the other way. So just rotating round towards the left. And exhale to the center. Now we're going to start to move a little bit quicker here. So we're going to do a little, it's called, the type of yoga that we're using here is called Kundalini. And it's a little bit faster. So we're just going to kind of move quite fast. So you're just going to rotate and rotate. And in the Kundalini practice, you would also do quite a sharp in and exhale. So it'd be in and exhale, in and exhale. Well done. And then move back towards the center again. And we'll just release your arms down by your sides. So from here, we are going to move to all fours. So when you're ready, just take your time just to come round. You do want to use blocks or anything, you can always grab them and bring them in. But if you spread your hands under your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, and we'll just do a few cat-cows here. So on the inhale, drop your belly and pull the chest forwards. And the exhale, just rounding in, so pushing the mat away. So we're starting the class off just using quite kind of yang type of movements. You're just moving through things, just using your breath. And keeping them fairly energetic. So on your next inhale, we'll just move back into the center, so just drawing the belly up and in. And then on an inhale, we're going to lift your right arm up, so we're just going to stretch it up. And on the exhale, we're going to take the arm under, but we're not lowering down, just moving under. So again, as you inhale, just reaching up with the arm, open through your chest. And on the exhale, just press the arm under. Okay, do that one more time. Just opening your chest up. And this time as you come under, we will lower down, so you can lower your arm down, maybe even lower your head down if that feels okay. And you can walk your left hand forwards if you want a little bit of a stretch in your left shoulder as well. But just do what feels right to you. Draw the belly in a little bit. And try and soften down towards the mat a little bit more. And you're ready. We'll start to move back up. So draw your left hand and push yourself back up, just to that all fours position once more. And we'll do the same on the other side. So on the inhale, just reach and open up through your left side. And then as you exhale, just bring it under, just clearing the floor a little. So again, inhale, open. And exhale, move it under. Do that one more time. And again, as you come back down, just lay your shoulder down, maybe relax the head down, maybe stretch your right arm forwards a little bit, so walk the fingertips away. Take one more deep inhale. We'll start to move back up, so walk your right hand in and press yourself back up to that all fours position. So again, keep the belly drawn in, spread your hands, and this time, as you exhale, we're going to extend your right leg behind you, so just extend the leg away. And then on the inhale, we're going to draw the knee in round through your upper back and shoulders. So again, inhale, extend away. And on the exhale, draw the knee in round through your upper back. Do that again. So inhale, extend away. If you want a little bit more here, we're going to move forward. We're going to do a little tricep push-up. So you're going to bend your elbows just to halfway here. And then press yourself back up. So again, draw the knee in as you exhale, round your back. Inhale, extend through the legs, so press it away. And then moving forwards on the exhale, just bend the elbows a little bit. So you don't have to come all the way down. And then on that inhale, press back up. So do that again. So draw the knee in round your back. And then on the inhale, extend and lengthen through the back leg. So moving forwards, bend the elbows a little. And then push back up on the inhale. So as you exhale this time, we'll draw the knee in towards your chest, so round your back, hold here. And we're going to step that right foot to the outside of your right hand. So just step it up towards the top. So slide your back leg away, so you've got both hands to the inside. You might even want to walk your right foot a little bit further out. And you can just stay here, so just staying in this low lunge position. So make sure that back knee is not underneath your hip, but you're trying to slide it away a little bit. And again, if you've got a block, you could maybe lower your elbows to a block. You could lower down to the ground, or maybe just bend your elbows a little bit. But draw the belly in. Okay, we'll take one more deep inhale here. We'll slowly now start to walk your right foot back into the middle. So you've got one hand on either side of your foot. We'll tuck the toes under on the back leg to lift the back knee up off the ground. And then we're going to step the back foot up towards the top. So just bend the leg, step towards the top of your mat. As you inhale here, lengthen forwards. And then on the exhale, just folding back in. As you inhale, reach up, rise all the way up. And on the exhale, bring the palms together in front of your heart. Inhale, reach back up with your arms. And on the exhale, fold forwards towards your legs. As you inhale, lengthen forwards. And on the exhale, we're going to step back with your right leg this time. So just step your right foot back. Again, use blocks here if you would like to. And we're going to come in for a twist. So we'll keep the right hand on the ground and lift and open through your left arm. Again, if you don't want to do the twist, you could always keep your hands on the ground. But try and pull the belly and open up through your chest. Well done. One more deep inhale. Release the hands back down towards the mat. And we'll step back to plank this time. So step that left foot back. Lower your knees if you'd like to. And bend your elbows and lower all the way to the ground. Flatten out your feet. And on the inhale, just come up just a little cobra here. So pressing back up. And then on the exhale, release back down towards the ground. As you inhale, push back up onto your knees, tuck your toes and lift your hips, downward facing dog. So when you get there, maybe start to pedal your feet out a little bit, maybe give your head a little shake. But warming up using these yang type movements. Okay, when you're ready, on your next inhale, lift your heels and we'll just lower the knees all the way down towards the ground. So coming back into this all fours position once more. So this time we're just going to do a little gentle figure of 8. So we'll move up over your wrists and then press your hips back towards your heels. So you can just start to circle round first of all. And then when you're ready, we'll start with the figure of 8. So we move up over to the diagonal, over to your other wrist and then back to your opposite hip. So we're just kind of moving around. And again, it's not that important how you move, just as long as you're keeping the movement going. And if you'd rather just do circles here rather than that figure of 8, then do that as well. And if you'd like to, you could start to change direction as well, to just so it feels a little bit different. But as long as you're moving and breathing. And then when you're ready, we'll slowly bring ourselves back to the middle. So just coming back in. Again, draw your belly up and in. And then on your inhale, we'll extend the left leg behind you. So as you exhale, draw the knee in towards your chest, round through your back. And then as you inhale, extend away. So do that again. So draw the knee in round your back and extend away. Now this time, if you want to move forwards, bend the elbows a little bit and then press back up. So again, exhale, draw the knee in round through your back. Inhale, extend the leg behind you. Exhale, move forwards and bend the elbows a little. And then on the inhale, push back up. So do that once more. So draw your knee in round your back. Inhale, extend away. Exhale, move forwards. And inhale, come back up. And this time as you exhale, we just draw the knee in, so round your back, pull the knee in a little bit, pull your belly in. And then step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. So again, you might want to edge that foot out towards the left a little bit more. You might want to slide your right leg back a little bit, but just where it feels right. And sometimes a folded up towel or blanket or something's quite nice under your knee on these ones as well. So if you've got anything you want to use it, then do. If you want to lower down a little bit, you can either just bend your elbows or you can lower down. Just take it to where it feels right. So, it shouldn't feel difficult to do or painful. You're easing into it. Okay, we'll take one more deep inhale, and then when you're ready, again, we'll slide that foot back between your hands. So one hand either side of your front foot. We'll tuck the toes under on your back leg to lift the knee, and then we'll step up towards the top. As you inhale again, lengthening forward, so have your feet hip distance. On the exhale, just fold back in towards your legs. As you inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, hands meet the heart. Inhale, reach with your arms. And on the exhale, fold forwards towards your legs. As you inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, we'll step back with your left leg. So again, when you get back there, you can lower your back knee if you want to. You could stay here, hands on blocks if you'd like, or maybe come back in for that twist. So this time lifting through your right arm, open up through your chest. Try and draw the inner thighs in and lift the belly a little bit so you're not kind of collapsing down. When you're ready, release the hands back down towards your mat. Step to plank. Lower down through either chaturanga or all the way to the ground. And then on the inhale, upward facing or that cobra. As you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. So taking a deep inhale through your nose, maybe sigh it out your mouth now. And again, if you need to still make movements through this down dog position, then do that. Okay, when you're ready, we'll lift both heels and we'll take a slow walk up with your feet towards your hands. So just take your time. Have your feet maybe hip distance apart when you get there. Bend your knees a lot and just let the upper body just hang forward. So lift the belly, lift your hips a little. Okay, when you're ready, on an inhale, lengthening forwards. And on the exhale, just folding back in. As you inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, palms meet the heart. Maybe closing the eyes down, just noticing how you feel. So a lot of times the lessons that we learn in yoga is that there's no good without the bad. We have to kind of accept that duality of everything that we work through, everything that we do. Okay, so there's no warm-up without a sun salutation. So we're going to do a few of these sun salutations, but again, just modify them. If you need to modify them for you, then just do that. So starting with your feet either together or a little bit apart, lengthen through the legs, relax the shoulders. And as you inhale, reach up with your arms. On the exhale, folding forwards towards your legs. As you inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, we'll step to plank. Again, you could still lower your knees, maybe chaturanga if you'd like. Inhale, upward facing. And as you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Again, maybe taking deep inhales through your nose, maybe sighing it out your mouth, if that feels okay. So, there's no substitute for yoga, unfortunately. So we can, you can avoid going to the shops and you can do your stuff virtually, but you still have to actually take part in yoga to get the benefits. Okay, when you're ready, on an inhale, we'll lift the heels, look towards your hands, either step or walk towards the top of your mat. As you inhale, lengthen forwards. And on the exhale, fold back in. As you inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, palms meet the heart. Inhale, reaching with your arms. And on the exhale, fold forwards towards your legs. Inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, we'll step back to plank and lower down in your own way. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. So although there's no substitute for it, you can always modify it, remember, and you can always make it your own. Depends how you feel today as to how you want to do it. So you just have to work with what you've got this morning. Okay, when you're ready, on an inhale, lift the heels, look to your hands and either step or walk towards the top of your mat. As you inhale, lengthen forwards. And on the exhale, fold back in. As you inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, palms meet the heart. Okay, last time, inhale, reaching. And exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, step to plank and lower down. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. The one good thing you've got to look forward to is that it is a yang yin, so there will be some yin postures at the end. Okay, when you're ready, on an inhale, lift the heels, look to your hands, step or walk towards the top. Inhale, lengthen forwards. And on the exhale, fold back in. As you inhale, reach up. And exhale, palms meet the heart. Maybe closing your eyes down, just noticing how you feel. Okay, when you're ready, we'll release the hands and we'll open the eyes. So we'll come in and do our balance. Again, use a wall if you need to. Maybe use a strap today. You could. We're going to do two postures. We're going to do a little twist. So you can do that without the strap if you want to. And then the second posture, we're actually going to just extend the leg forwards. But you could use a strap. You don't have to use anything. You could use your hands. It just depends on how you want to do it. So if you're getting a strap, you could grab it and use it for the first one. So we'll stand on our right leg, so spread your toes, draw the belly in, and we're just going to lift the left knee up. So if you're using a strap, you could take the strap just around the kind of front of the knee, and it will just help to support it. Otherwise, you can just gently use your hands and start to just draw the knee up a little bit. So we're just drawing it up slightly past your hip. And then you can stay there. Otherwise, we're going to take your right hand onto the knee and extend back with your left hand. And again, you can do that with the strap. So you can have the strap just gently holding on and then using your left hand behind you. So both of your straps will go into your right hand, left hand behind you. And if you feel brave, you can look behind you. You don't have to. Okay, so take one more deep inhale in this twist and slowly make your way back towards the center. So again, you can release it in between, you don't have to keep holding it. So if you are using your strap, you can now take the strap around the ball of your foot and then extend it forward. If you wanted to work your leg a little bit more, you could just extend your leg forward with your hands on your hips. So it's entirely up to you. Good, very nice, well done. You don't have to lift that high, just take it to where it feels right. Okay, we'll slowly start to release that, so you could rebend the leg. We'll bring the feet together, and we'll reach up with the arms, and bring the palms together in front of your heart. And just noticing the sensations in your legs and the rest of your body. Okay, we'll move back in and do the other side so you can release your hands. So again, maybe step your feet about hip distance. Standing on your left leg this time, so do spread the toes and lift your belly up. And again, if you're using your strap, just take it around that knee and just use it to gently draw the knee up, or maybe just use your hands to lift the knee up a little bit. Try and stand nice and tall here, so you don't want to kind of be leaning back too much. Good. Unless you're leaning against the wall, that's fine. So draw the belly in. So again, if you're using the strap, just take them both into your left hand. Otherwise, left hand onto the knee and then reach gently back with your right arm. So again, just coming in for that little twist. It's quite a gentle twist. Good, very nice. Well done. And so first of all, we'll release the twist a little bit. So just coming back towards the center. So you can either then change that and take the strap around the ball of your foot and just extend it forwards. Or maybe from there, just take your hands onto your hips and extend the leg forwards, which will work the muscles more because you're having to kind of hold it up yourself. But you know, it just depends what they're both valid. Well done, very nice. And then we'll slowly release that. So again, bring your feet together. Reach back up with your arms and draw the palms towards your heart. Just closing the eyes, noticing what you're feeling right now. Okay, we'll release the hands and open the eyes. So we're going to come in and do some standing postures now. So again, a block might be a good idea. We will be doing or offering standing splits. You don't have to do the standing splits because you can just stay in a high lunge. You'll see what I mean when we get there. So just, you know, if you like to do them, then do them. Have blocks in front of you. So just in front of your shoulders if you would like to. So when you're ready, we'll start up towards the top of your mat. So we'll spread the toes, lengthen the legs, relaxing the shoulders down your back. Okay, as you inhale then, we'll reach up with the arms. So maybe look at your thumbs down. And then as you exhale, we'll fold forwards towards your legs. On the inhale here, lengthening forwards. And on the exhale, we're just going to step back with your right leg today to warrior one. So we're going to step back, place your heel down, and just see what difference that makes rather than stepping forwards. And then as you inhale, start to reach up with your arms. So just coming into that warrior one position, just in a slightly different way. And again, just trying to relax where you can. Sink a little bit through that front leg. Make sure the front knee doesn't drop in and try and keep the knee over your ankle as much as you can. We'll take one more deep inhale. Start to move to warrior two, so releasing round into that warrior two position. So sometimes even in a yang practice, we can hold things still without having to move through it. And sometimes holding it still is harder than moving through everything all the time. We'll take one more deep inhale. Now from here, we're going to move into side angle. So slide yourself forward. So just the upper body moves forward and then placing that left forearm towards your leg. Maybe taking it down towards a block of the floor if that works for you. And if you have got your hand on the ground, then use the elbow to push the knee back so it doesn't kind of collapse in. Maybe reach up with your top arm and take it over. And again, if you're on the forearm, then that is fine as well. But try and get that sense of stretching through the side body and rotating round a little bit. Good, very nice, well done. Excellent. Now from here, this might be a little bit of a funny transition, but we're going to take your right arm down and we're going to circle it back. And as you do that, I want you to turn on the toes of your back leg and then you can reach both arms back. So you're just coming into this high lunge position with the arms back. And then if you can, reach your arms up. So we're just coming into this high lunge. So the shoulders are down the back leg can be bent and the shoulders and hips are forwards towards the front. Good, breathing deeply. Well done. So from here, you have a choice. You can stay here or you can reach your hands down to either blocks of the floor and then push off the back leg. So we're just coming into this standing splits position once more. So again, the hands either on blocks or on the ground. And if you wanted to, you could take your left hand maybe behind the back of your left shin or ankle. You don't have to. And if you have taken it to your ankle, maybe move it back in front. So we're going to step all the way back to that high lunge again. So step back with your foot. And then on the inhale, if you can, reach back up with your arms. Good, very nice. So relax the shoulders. Well done. Okay, from there, release both hands down towards the ground. And we're just going to lower the back knee here. So we're just lowering your back knee down. You can untuck your toes if you like. And again, you could bring your hands to the inside of that front foot if you want to. So we're just coming back in to revisit this lizard posture. Maybe you can bend a little bit more here. So sometimes when we come back into it, and again, don't force it, just accept where you are. Well done. Okay, from there, if you are down on your elbows, move back up again. And then only if you want to, and if it feels right for you, bend your back leg and reach back with the opposite hand. So you reach back with your left hand for your right foot and come in for a little twist. Again, if it's not open to you, it doesn't feel right, then don't do it. Well done. Okay, we will release that. And then from here, we're just going to, again, you might need to slide your back knee in a little bit, but if you just take your left leg back, so you're back in this all fours position, and then we'll just press back to child's pose. So you're just going to relax down for a moment. Maybe drop your head down and bend the elbows. So we're not kind of stretching the shoulders, but we're just bending the elbows and releasing down. And just notice what happens when you stop moving. Notice where your mind goes, notice how your body feels, and notice your breath. Okay, when you're ready, we'll slowly come back up again. So just come to all fours first. Tuck your toes and lift your hips, downward facing dog. So again, maybe make some movement there if you'd like. Okay, on your next inhale, we'll lift the heels, and again, we'll take that slow walk with your feet up towards your hands again. Unplug the hands, and as you inhale, lengthen forwards. On the exhale, folding back in towards your legs. And on the inhale, reach back up with the arms. As you exhale, bring the palms together in front of your heart. So we'll just do the other side when you're ready. So as you inhale, reaching up with your arms. On the exhale, fold forwards towards your legs. As you inhale, lengthen. And then on the exhale, step back again with your left leg. So stepping back, placing the heel down, moving up into warrior one. So just taking your time as you come up. And again, just notice how that differs from when we step into it from the back. We'll take one more deep inhale. We'll move to warrior two again. So slowly just turning round. And take the first kind of even 30 seconds to actually come into the posture. So taking your time to adjust it, to make sure it feels right, and maybe even deepen it a little bit. You know, it always changes once you're in it, and it's okay to change. Okay, so when you're ready, we'll start to move in to side angles. So moving forwards, maybe lowering your forehand down and then reaching up with the arm, or maybe taking that right hand down towards the foot. But again, just where it works for you. Good. And keep spiraling the chest open. Very nice. And keep using that arm, if you do have the arm on the ground, just to press gently back on that knee so you're not letting that knee collapse in. And if you do have your forearm on the arm, just make sure you're not leaning too excessively onto it. So use your core to create that space. Well done. So that left arm is going to circle down, and then we turn on the toes of the back leg as we do that. And you could reach your arms back. You could even take your hands to the ground if that doesn't feel that steady. You could take your hands to your thigh, whatever you feel like. And then we'll reach up with the arms. Again, maybe bend the back leg, relax the shoulders. So from here, stay here if you'd like, or take your hands to the ground or to blocks and push off the back leg to come back up into that standing splits. Bending the front leg a lot or trying to work it straight. And maybe using your right hand and taking it behind the back of your right leg or the ankle. And if you have it there, move it in front before you step back to that lunge again. So just stepping back with your foot. Inhale, either keep the hands on the ground or reach back up with the arms if that feels okay. But using all that yang energy to move our bodies. Okay, one more deep inhale. We'll release the hands back down towards the ground. And this time we'll lower the back knee. So maybe untuck your toes if you'd like. Maybe take that right foot out to the side again and start to sink down a little bit more. Again, just work where it feels right. If it feels right for you to be more upright, then stay there. Well done. Okay, from there, if you are down a little bit, then start to make your way back up onto your hands. Walk the right foot back towards the centre. And then only if it feels right. If it doesn't feel right on your knee, then don't do it. But maybe bend your back knee in. Maybe grab hold of the foot or your leggings, or you could use a strap here as well. But again, don't force the stretch. Just take it to where it feels right for you. Okay, one more deep inhale. And then release the foot if you've got it. Hands again, either side of your foot. You might want to slide your back leg in a little, but step your right foot back towards your leg. And then sink back again into that child's pose. So relax your shoulders, relax your head and your neck. Well done. Okay, when you're ready, slowly start to make your way back up. So just onto your knees first of all, and then we'll take a little seat. So we'll come round towards the front. So if you do have any cushions or anything, we're going to be doing a few seated postures, which will hold for a little bit longer than we normally do. So if you do want to, bolster yourself up or whatever, if you've got anything, cushions, anything you can use, then do that. So we're going to come in for a wide-legged forward fold first of all. So you can bend your knees, you can have your feet flexed and legs straight. Sit forwards a little bit onto your sit bones. And again, if you've got blocks and you can kind of build them up, then do that. And you can either just start to move in towards your blocks or anything you've got, or maybe reach up with your arms first and then move in. So using the block, you can use that to draw yourself forwards. But just take it to where it feels right. Maybe rest your elbows on blocks. And if you're not getting very far, then don't worry about it. Try and just simply relax as much as you can in the upper body. And then when you start to relax in the upper body, start to think about the lower body as well and start to relax there so you're not clinging on too much to tension through your legs and your feet. It's all about, in the yin practice, it's more about about the kind of connective tissue rather than the muscles. And that takes a little bit longer to unfold. And again, it's a lesson just of where your mind goes, where it starts to wander when you do hold things for a little bit longer. So try not to get agitated with yourself, but try and see where you can relax. And keep bringing your mind back. So if it wanders off, try and bring it back to the present moment. Okay, we'll take one more deep breath and slowly start to come back up again. Just taking your time as you move back up. We'll maybe give the legs just a little shake out. And then if you bring your legs back and towards the center, so still sitting on your sit bones here, you can still use straps and blocks and everything, so have them handy. We'll keep the right leg straight and just bend the left leg in. So we'll just come in for Janu Shirshasana. So maybe if this leg's quite high, you could support it with a block there, or just encourage it down. Try and turn your body so that your spine aligns with your right leg. And then using a strap again, you could draw it around the ball of your foot and then start to come in there, or maybe reaching up and moving forwards. And again, sometimes just having, even a block on your shin or your knee to relax your head onto. So the idea with Yin is that the body is not kind of just hanging about, but it's supported where it needs to be supported. So if the body is kind of hanging in midair, then a lot of tension is created. And we want to, in the Yin practice, relax tension. Maybe falling back into that Samavriti breath that we did at the beginning, so that just inhaling and exhaling for a count that you define. Well done. When you're ready, slowly start to come back up. So just take your time. Maybe bring both legs out and give them a little shake. And then we will change sides. So we'll flex the left foot, draw the right foot in. Again, try and get into a relaxed position with that leg and draw your body round towards the left. So using your strap once more, just around the ball of your foot, maybe reaching up, moving in, whatever feels right. Maybe falling back into that even breath. And sometimes it helps to just have a little mantra as well. So you could, on the inhale, say, let. And on the exhale, go. Okay, when you're ready, slowly start to come back up again. So take your time. We'll bring the legs back out to the front, maybe give them a little shake here. And we're going to come in just for a little pigeon practice. We're not holding these as long as we would in a Yin practice, but it's longer that we would in our Yang. So we're going to have, if you just have your right leg in front of you, again, try and get this sense of it being in a straight line from your knee to your ankle, and then just swing the left leg behind you. Come up onto your hands and then start to even your hips out, and definitely even out the back leg. So, make sure you can check behind you that it's straight. And then start to lower yourself down. If you do want to use a block here, you place it underneath that right hip. So you could relax down to your elbows or relax all the way down, just whatever feels right. And if it doesn't feel right to do that, if it feels awkward, you can always just bend the back leg in. So rather than it being straight, and then just fold forwards over that right knee. So again, if anything doesn't feel right, then just modify it for you. Okay, we'll take one more deep inhale, and then slowly start to make your way back up. So just coming up onto your hands. Maybe slide that right leg back so you could come back up into all fours, and then maybe have a little seat and bring your left leg forward. So again, just align it as much as you can. Flexing the foot is good, but sometimes we're not in a position to flex our foot as your leg goes round, so don't force it. Come up onto your hands, slide your right leg back and even out your hips. So make sure that you feel that you're not leaning too much to one side here, and use the block under your left hip if you feel that helps. And then just in your own time, start to make your way down. So take your time. Again, if it's not a comfortable position for you, then always modify it so that it is. Particularly your knee, you don't want it to be hurting your knee joint at all. Again, just scanning the body, noticing tension, and trying to release it. Okay, when you're ready, just slowly start to make your way back up again. So take your time, coming back up. Please swing your legs round towards the front. We are going to make our way onto our back now, so you can just take your time coming down. When you get there, maybe draw the soles of your feet together, let the knees drop out to the sides. Just allow the legs to relax a little bit. Maybe falling back into that Samavriti breath. And then we are just going to move into Shavasana from here. So if you do want to start to grab socks or jumpers or anything that will help to make you comfortable, then do that. I'm going to do a little kind of yin yang meditation here, so you can just make your way down and relax in your own way. So traditionally, at the start of a meditation, we take 3 deep breaths. So you could start by doing that now. So the inhaling of the breath is yang. It expands the lungs and oxygenates the body. And the exhaling breath is yin energy. It contracts and becomes denser with the release of the breath. So we're going to begin just by activating yin energy. And this is typically water energy. To activate the yin energy, envision the yin as a dark, heavy energy residing in the lower part of your body. With each breath inhaled, you'll send the breath to fill the lower abdominal region and exhale it down your legs and to your feet. And continue this rhythm until your body feels weighted down and grounded by the yin energy. When you reach these sensations, you've activated the yin energy in your body. You're now connected to the earth energies. The yang energy is light energy. So the second part of the meditation focuses on drawing in white light energy through the crown chakra, so the top of your head. Sometimes you can do it rather than through the top of your head, you can do it through your third eye, which is in the center of your forehead. So for this next part, you can either concentrate on the crown of the head, the crown chakra, or the center of your forehead. So inhaling again, and just feel the white light which has been drawn in with the breath, gradually moving through the upper region of your body to the abdomen. Once you feel the lightness filling your upper body, you've activated the yang energy. You're now connected to heaven. And then the last thing we want to do is try and blend the yin and the yang energy. So the final step is to reunite the two activated energies of earth and heaven. So this requires sending the yang energy down your body to blend with the yin energy, just through inhaling and exhaling. So starting to send the blended yin yang energy throughout your body. And you just continue this process, so just moving the energy up and down through your body so that the energies are equally balanced and are present throughout your body. When you're ready, we'll take a deep inhale through your nose, and then we'll just sigh it out your mouth. So do that again, so deeply inhaling through your nose, and then just let it go. And then we'll start to move a little bit, so just your fingers, your toes. If you'd like, you could always stretch your arms overhead, stretch all the way down to your feet. So bringing the arms back over, we'll start to bend the knees. So either feet on the floor or drawing the knees to your chest, just moving side to side a little. And if you do like to roll over onto your side, you can do that now. And then we'll just take our times just to move up to sitting. So keeping the eyes closed as you move up. Just a comfortable seat when you're ready. And we'll bring the palms together just in front of your heart, just to show that we have an openness in our hearts. Thank you so much for coming along and practicing this Yang Yin practice today. I hope you enjoyed it. Namaste. Okay, any questions or comments, you can let me know. You can unmute yourself now if you'd like, and if not, you can have a great day.